Hello, everyone. This is Hena, and welcome to Hena's World. Today, I have brought to all of you a very, very interesting topic, and the name of it is Five Vibrant Zones of Our Mind. Own it, master it, and then enjoy the success. Today, I will be introducing you to the five vibrant zones of our mind, which are the real protagonists of my talk today. There is a hidden message in all these action words that will actually help you to reflect that how these attitudes can impact in our daily lives. If you're able to empower your mind by understanding these zones of mind and applying it in your daily lives, I assure you that no one can actually stop you to walk on the road of success. So, own it, master it, and then enjoy the success. To elaborate on all these zones, I would like to share a very personal story. So, how does it go is that I was just sipping my coffee and my kids just came up to me with a laptop and their presentation. And they were just saying to me, Mama, are you free? Then I said, Yes, I'm free. What do you want to say? They said that we have prepared a presentation and we would like to share that presentation with you. So I told them, Okay, go ahead. The first line was that Mama, we would like to have a pet in the house, and we would like to share. It was like 10 to 15, I guess. I don't exactly remember, but the 10 to 15 slides where all the information was gathered about the dogs, which type of dogs they would like to have, and all those. So they didn't even finish the presentation. They were halfway done. And then I was getting triggered as the presentation slides were going on. I was just getting triggered. So what did I do? Seriously? Are you in your senses? Do you exactly know what are you talking about? Do you really think we can have a dog in our house? Anyways, this house seems like a zoo to me. And on top of it, you want a dog? It seems like, somebody is firing with all the bullets right into their heart, not even thinking right, left, and they were just blurred. Then I started to criticize. Think whatever you want to think. I'm a bad mother. I don't know. I can't think of all those feelings about my kids. And I'm stingy. I don't love animals. And all those things were just going on and on. And poor kids were just looking at my face just because we have trained them so well, we have disciplined them. So now what happens? They do not want to argue with you when you are angry. So poor kids, what did they do at that time? They just left. And I was like, oh my God, what to do now? So now I started to think that Hena, like, when they left, I started to think that you could have just listened to them. Like, you should have just relaxed, let them, like, complete their presentation. And at least you would have given a thought that what they want to say. Then I was like, I always was the one who wanted to have an open connection with them. And I could just have, like, sit back calmly and would have come up with something and would have asked them that why have you, created this presentation? So you were the only one, right? That you always wanted to be an open door for them. I'm just thinking all these things to myself. And usually this happens with all of us, whether it's any relationship, whether it's husband, wife, parents, in our colleagues, in our office or kids, whenever they leave, like, when they are saying something, we attack. But when they leave, we are just thinking about them, that why did I say that? So basically, we would wanted them to know that what is happening with them. So what did I do then? What was going on in their minds? I could have just thought what's going on in their mind. And why did they come up with such a huge presentation, 10 to 15 slides with all those breeds and everything, what they'll eat, how we're going to take care? But I was not able to think through all those ideas. So honestly, we all have problems that we should know our trigger. Basically, it was not their trigger point. So what is happening right now? When I was growing up, right? I was brought up in an environment where the dogs were where we used to have street dogs, and our parents used to, and the neighbors and the people all around us used to scare us that the dog is going to bark at you if you're going to go near that dog. The dog is going to bite you. So that fear of so many years is still there. I can't take the stress. I can't take the pressure. Even the dog is coming right in front of me. I'll change my way because it's there. It's hard to, like, just bring some pressure out of you. But it will take time. I'm still trying. It's going to take a while. But for our kids, it's not like that. For our kids, it's completely different story. So these five zones which I was in, the first one was attack, right? I just attacked them. The second zone which I was in, I was criticizing them. I was criticizing them. I was criticizing myself, self doubts that you think whatever you want to think. And I was just blaming myself for, you want to think I'm stingy, you want to think I'm a bad mother. All those things went on. Then the third zone which I was in was relax, pause. The fourth zone which I was in, investigate, detect what was going within me that I was actually able to give the own answers, right? Which triggered me. And the fifth thing is that I actually went through the process, connect. How can I connect with my kids? By thinking what they are thinking. Now, this really doesn't happen usually, but we need to find our ways how, with these different zones, we can actually help ourselves to be in a better situation every time. So, now I am going to tell you about each zone, okay? And we are going to walk through each zone so that you understand how these zones work. The first one was attack. Now, in this process, we are actually attacking the person. We are abusing, we are accusing, it's all the blame game is happening. In short, we are judging the other person from our perception, from our perspective that how the person is. It's none of their, like, nothing is going in their zone, but it's us who is perceiving the other person in a particular way. So, first of all, this zone of attack is dangerous. It's a red zone. It's completely dangerous for any relationship, either it's at home, either with your kids, either with your friends, with your colleagues, either with your bosses. So, it's a completely red zone. So, please stay away. As Mother Teresa, if you have heard this quote, this is such a beautiful quote. She said that the more we judge people, the less time we have to love them. Just think through and put a thought to this thing. The more we judge people, the less time we have to love them. Okay, so the second zone was criticizing yourself, like yourself, your own self, self doubt that I'm a bad mother, I'm not capable of doing this, fear of losing, fear of not having something, fear of everything that goes around you, judging yourself at all times, not being intelligent, nobody believes me, and we play the victim card that nobody cares about me and nobody loves me. So basically, what shall we do in this case? How shall we move out of this zone? Should we give it in? Like, should we give in? Like, there's nothing can be done. And, or shall we find some resources or self growth for ourselves? So we need to think what we want. So if we want to grow, if we want, and if we know our focus, then we need to come out of it. Krishnamurti has given such a beautiful quotes, like beautiful message to us that the highest form of intelligence is the ability to know ourselves without judging. So if you really want to move forward in life, if you really want to be out there, stop judging yourself. Start forgiving yourself and stop judging yourself. You actually try this out because all these things which I'm sharing with you, I've actually tried on myself. It is not easy. It is not going to be an overnight thing. You actually have to put in efforts. You have to invest some time in yourself in order to get some product. Okay, and if you really want the product to be attractive, then definitely you have to work. If you give it to get it. So if you have to give in something, then only you'll get it. And this is the way the natural laws work. The third very important zone is pause. Wait. And most of us don't really get to this stage, because before that only we all mess up the situation most of the time. But as we grow, as we age, we do learn. It is not that we are not learning. We all are learning at our own pace. But yes, there are few people, there are few rigid minds who do not want to change. But always remember, any stagnant thing is going to produce a pungent smell. But anything which is flowing, anything which is fluid, you have to bring fluidity in your life in order to have a pleasant smell, a pleasant fragrance in your life. Okay? So practice the pause. I'll just give you a simple example of the daily life, daily routine. When we get tired, we need to sleep. We need that pause in order to collect back our energy and go back again in the morning, right? When a runner is running very fast, after a certain time, he needs to pause. He collects back the energy and then he starts running again. If the car is running for a certain period of time and the petrol just goes off, then we need to fuel it up in order for the car to run back again. Either it's laptop, charger, our mind, anything. We need to pause. Everything that surrounds us, that needs to pause. And if we practice the pause in our life, it will actually help us to recollect the energy, and we are going to revive back with new, pleasant, and more energetic way, so that we can be helpful and can bring impact in our lives and in other lives also. So the fourth thing is investigate. What to investigate? Investigate others. We don't have to be busybodies. We just have to investigate ourselves. We have to understand, we have to be self aware of what is going in our mind, what is going in our heart. So, in order to know ourselves, we have to feel empowered. Now, what is feeling empowered means that we are able to make right choices for ourselves. So we know the difference between right and wrong, and then we are able to choose what's right for us. So that's how we will feel empowered. Now the thing is that when we are investigating, so we have to create boundaries. What is right for us? Who can invade our privacy? We have to allow certain things that is good for us, that is not good for us. So you are your best judge. You are there to create boundaries in a way that will help you reach a certain level or certain destination which you have designed for yourself. So if you have designed something really great for yourself, so you need to create boundaries, and you have to have stepping stones, milestone, in order to reach that goal. And Aristotle has really said it beautifully, that knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. So see, allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to make mistake and then correct them. We all are humans, and I believe in imperfections, because besides God, I don't believe anybody is perfect. So yes, there are different mindsets you're going to have all around you, but try to know your own self. If you really want to bring change in life, in other people's life, you really need to change yourself. So now we have come to the last and the most important zone of our lives, that is connect. How we as a human will be able to connect with other person. It is very important, and we can do this by displaying empathy, what the other person is thinking, by going and entering into their zone, entering into their shoes, and keeping ourselves into their shoes, and understanding that what they are feeling right that very moment. So, and it is not easy to think what the other person is thinking about that particular moment at that time. So, how we can do this? By appreciating diversity, by appreciating pluralism, by appreciating the thoughts which the other person is telling us at that very moment, by appreciating their likes, their dislikes. Because to have that synergy of connecting with the other person, it doesn't comes right away. You both needs to be, or the group of people needs to be in the same zone. Because if one person has the habit of attacking the other person, it is the personality of the other, of that particular person, and the other person also have the same personality, then there will be a conflict. In order to have a resolution, in order to fix things up, we all need to work in a zone. We need to think to ourselves that what is required right now, what zone am I supposed to be in, or should I be in if this is the situation? So, you all are best judge, you all are best investigator to your own selves, and you need to take the decision. So you need to be empowered, you need to have that energy, that power to decide what zone you choose to be in. So I'm going to leave you with the thought that in order to bring improvement, in order to bring changes in your life, which zone you want to be in: attack, criticize, investigate, pause, or connect. So now we are at in the last segment of our motivational talk, and I'm sure you must have learned few things from here and there. And I hope and trust that you're going to apply these zones, vibrant zones in your life to bring changes to your loved ones and in your life. So you would be thinking that what happened? Do I have a pet in my house yet? The answer is no. As in the beginning, I told you that if you really want to go through all these vibrant zones, if you really understand this vibrant zone, then you have to own it, master it, and then you will be there on the road of success. So we have not yet mastered it, but we were able to convince our kids for right now that this is not the right time to have any pet in our house. But we did bring them to the pet house, and we were able to find those cute little dogs. I also went along with them, and we budgeted the whole thing. We did go through the process. So the thing I want to tell you is that you have to go through the process, because when you pause, when you investigate, and when you connect, that's the best part, when you feel empowered. So this is the end, and I'm sure you're going to go and apply all these learnings in your life, and we all are going to grow together. So there's no right, there's no wrong. Just appreciate yourself and allow yourself to make mistakes. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. And I totally believe in imperfections. But yes, don't do it on purpose to hurt people. But yes, allow yourself to make mistakes. And from now onwards, we will have motivational talks every week. And hopefully, we can all connect through this channel. And don't forget to subscribe Hena's World. I'm going to see you next week.